When I saw what happened this weekend, I just sat there staring at the screen like, you gotta be kidding me. That kind of moment that completely flips the energy of a race in a split second. 1 second you're locked in thinking about strategy, playoffs, points, momentum, and the next pure chaos. And the crazy part is this wasn't some random mid-pack mess. This involved guys who were right there when it mattered most. Late in the race, crunch time, the kind of moment that can shape a season before it even really gets going. Atlanta has a way of doing this to us, doesn't it? You feel like everything's under control, and then boom, the whole storyline changes in half a corner. If you felt your heart drop watching that like I did, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to NASCAR Nation Report. We're a new channel trying to build something real with true NASCAR fans, and we're pushing toward 5,000 subscribers. If you live and breathe this sport like I do, you're in the right place. So, here's what actually happened. And man, it was one of those moments that just explodes out of nowhere. The big one at NASCAR Cup Series race at Atlanta Motor Speedway, lap 224. 37 laps to go. We're not talking about early race jockeying here. This is a closing stretch. Positions matter. Stage points are done. Now it's about finishing strong, protecting track position, and setting the tone for the season. At that moment, Denny Hamlin was running fifth solid, quietly put himself in position. That's classic Hamlin, right? Hanging around, managing the race, waiting for the right moment. Coming out of turn 4, Joey Logano drifts up toward the top of the track. The two make contact. Logano clips the front left of Hamlin's Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota. And that tiny bit of contact, that's all it takes at Atlanta. Hamlin gets loose instantly. The car turns sideways. And when you're sideways at that speed on a drafting style track like Atlanta Motor Speedway, it's over. There's nowhere to go. And just like that, the big one. 9 cars ended up with damage. Not just back markers, not just random names. We're talking serious contenders getting caught up. A.J. Allmendinger, Chris Buescher, Logano himself, William Byron, Tyler Reich, Alex Bowman, Michael McDowell, and Connor Zilisch. That's not a small list. That's a chunk of the competitive field. And here's where it really hits. This wasn't some desperation move on the last lap. This was 2 veterans, 2 champions, 2 aggressive racers fighting for position when it mattered most. Logano came up. Hamlin got clipped, and Atlanta did what Atlanta does. It punished everyone. You could see the frustration immediately. Hamlin had a top 5 car. That stage points earlier, playoff implications later, and momentum this. Early in the season. Every race right now sets a tone. Nobody wants to dig out of a hole in February. For Logano, it's just as brutal. Even if he initiated the contact by coming up the track, he didn't escape it. He got damaged, too. That's the thing about super speedway style racing at Atlanta. When it goes wrong, nobody wins. And think about the ripple effect. Byron, Reich, Bowman, these are playoff caliber drivers. Bucher has been one of the most consistent guys in the garage lately. McDowell on drafting tracks, always dangerous. Allmendinger can steal one on the right day. Zilisch getting experience in this environment. That's huge for a young driver. One split-second move wiped out opportunity for almost all of them. That's why this matters beyond just one wreck. Atlanta has turned into this hybrid superspeedway beast where you're wide open inches apart and constantly making decisions at over 180 miles per hour. The margin is microscopic. And when veterans like Hamlin and Logano get tangled, it shows you how intense the competition is right now. There's no riding around, no waiting. Everyone's pushing. And from a championship perspective, early season DNFS sting. You don't feel it immediately, but when playoff cut lines tighten later in the year, you remember the race where you lost potential top 5. For Hamlin, it's about capitalizing while he's still at the top of his game. For Logano, it's about asserting himself early. For the others caught in it, it's about damage control and regrouping before this snowballs. That's the emotional roller coaster of this sport. One corner, one slight move up the track, and everything changes. And as fans, we love the intensity. But man, it hurts watching good cars get destroyed when the finish was right there in sight. At the end of the day, this wreck is a reminder of exactly what Atlanta's become. Unpredictable, aggressive, and absolutely unforgiving. It shakes up the standings, messes with momentum, and adds fuel to rivalries whether drivers admit it or not. And you know what? This is only the beginning of the season. If we're already getting big ones like this in February, imagine what the playoff races are going to look like. So, what do you think? Was it just hard racing? Did Loano come up too aggressively? Was Hamlin just in the wrong place at the wrong time? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I genuinely want to hear where you stand. If you enjoy breaking this down like real fans do, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to NASCAR Nation Report. We're a new channel building a community of true NASCAR fans, and we're pushing toward 5,000 subscribers. If you want honest reactions, real talk, and weekly NASCAR energy, this is the place to be. Atlanta never disappoints, and something tells me the story isn't over yet.